Okay, I am setting up my palette for my place in Tennessee with some different colors that I found to be useful. The Jerry's Artorama in Knoxville was open, and so I put in a curbside order. They weren't open to the public, but they were open to curbside pickup. So I've already started. I had a little trouble with this buff titanium, and it just, the gum arabic in it just came out, and so I had to mess with it a little bit. So we're gonna start. I don't know if it's gonna do it with these others, but we will see. I'm not sure about my lighting, guys, so let me open these blinds. Maybe that'll help. A little bit. So the lighting's not the greatest. So here I go with lemon yellow. And most of these are Daniel Smith paints, but they had to do some substitutions with M. Graham and Holbein. So I'm just going to fill them to the brim. And then I'll take my palette knife and get them in the corners. And I'm putting these in rainbow order, how I think I will use them. This is nickel azo yellow. I prefer this to yellow ochre in Daniel Smith because of the way it behaves on the paper when mixing. And here is AUSSIE Red Gold. This makes some pretty mixes. This is kind of like Jean Haines palette, but I've added some that I thought were missing from her master set. I just didn't. I wanted an ultramarine, and I wanted a brown to mix for some darks. This is AUSSIE Red Gold. I may speed this up because, you know, it's kind of boring just watching filling a palette. So, and if you want to, you can speed it up with the settings below. Yep, see some gum arabics coming out in this carmine. But I'm just going to take my palette knife and mix it up. I don't like when that happens, but it just does happen. Make sure no other colors on there. Be really careful that you don't spill over into the next color. I'm trying to keep it really neat. I'm going to do this all in one filming and swatch, so there may be another one. I'm a little late in getting my other video up of my mini art studio here in Tennessee. And if you want to find where my property is or how to rent it, I'll leave that on that link on my website, and I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. So go find that, and you can see the link to my property on VRBO, and you can take a look at pictures. It's a beautiful place to come and relax and paint. You can get some bunch of friends together and just have a painting party. And if you split the price with a bunch of friends, it doesn't turn out to be a whole lot of money. A lot of places to go to get inspiration. This is Quinacridone Magenta. Okay, Now this next one is not Daniel Smith because they were out of Opera Rose. So this is a Holbein color. And we're going to put it in here because I did want an Opera Rose for mixing. I really don't know how this Opera Rose is going to behave because I have some Holbeins, but I really haven't used them much. So we'll see. I can always take it out if it doesn't work for me. Okay, next is Imperial Purple. I'm going to be leaving here in a couple days, so I wanted to get this palette filled so I can let it dry down before I leave it and pack it away in my mini studio box. Put that up there. And this is one that I thought was missing out of the Jean Haines palette, was an ultramarine. So this is French Ultramarine by Daniel Smith. Gotten a cobalt teal. But I really don't care for Daniel Smith's cobalt teal, and I just need to think about it a little bit more. Okay, and this is a phthalo blue red shade. This is a little bit of a cooler blue than ultramarine for mixing, but it is a staining color with high tinting strength. Okay, and this is Lunar Blue, the next one. Now I will be swatching this out because these all, once they dry down, I won't be able, I think I'll remember, but I'm going to make a swatch card to keep with it. Putting them all in order above me. Okay, here's Moonglow. This is a nice dark with a purple undertone. I'm really excited about this palette. And here is a sap green. Ordered a deep sap green. I thought, you know, it's the same color, but it's just more pigmented, I believe. And I thought it might take me longer, but I like sap green in most any brand. And this is Cascade Green. It's in the Jean Haines Master set. Really cool. Some in the lid. So it's good enough. I don't have an extra light down here, but I have all my blinds open and I have 2 overhead lights, but I don't think it's just shining down good enough. So I apologize for that. I've been down here for quite a while. I've gotten behind on my YouTube stuff, so I apologize for that as well. So I have a lot of work to do when I get back. Green Apatite Genuine. It's really cool too. It's Undersea Green. All these greens have a really different quality to them, and I got these because when I look out over my deck and I see the trees and the view, we have a beautiful view, especially in the sunset. There's so many different colors of green. Okay, now this is brown, transparent brown oxide, and it does some beautiful mixes and makes some beautiful darks. Oh, that had some gum arabic in it too. Might have to stir that one. I chose that over burnt umber. I watched a video with Dr. Otto, and she compares paints and their mixes, and I really like the way this mixed with other colors. Get that all stirred up because some of that gum arabic came out. Oh shoot, I dripped some paint there. On my swatch card, I'll have to use it the other way. Okay, now the last color I'm going to put in here is from the Jean Haines All That Shimmers set. I don't know, I'll show it both ways. And I am going to put Iridescent Aztec Gold, just to provide some highlights. Now I may change that later on, but for now I'm just going to use this. I'm happy with these colors that I chose. I think I can get some lovely mixes out of them. So that's the palette. Now let's swatch them. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video and then I'll come back for the swatching. Okay, so what I did is I just drew out some boxes. It's nothing fancy. The way my palette is. I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, here it is backwards. But I'm going to do it. I'll take a picture of it and post it at the end. So I'm taking my round brush because my flat brush is just a little too much. My paints are still wet, and they've developed a skin on them already. So I don't know how good a swatch as I'll get. So here we go. Here's the lemon yellow. And this is just a reference for me to know what color is where, because I pretty much already know how they're going to behave. This is Nickel Azo Yellow. And I do like this in place of this will go out to a real bright yellow if I dilute it more. But I kind of prefer that to a yellow ochre. Here is Aussie Red Gold. This is not really precise in any fashion. Maybe someday I can do it better. They have those stamps that you can buy, and I've never bought one, but I might. This is Carmine. This is like a fire engine red, true red. Doesn't lean orange, which I really don't like ones that lean orange. Here's Queen Magenta. This is a cool red. Pull some of that up because it's just too much water. And here's one of my favorite colors, Opera. Really bright pink. Oh, I love it. That's a Holbein color, and I love it. I love it. Okay, and the next one is Imperial Purple. A bit more water. They're just real sticky right now because they're trying to dry down. That will have a better mass tone once it dries down. See, you can kind of see that. Okay. And the next one is, I might get a little bit of a stiffer brush. And here's French Ultramarine. Oh, it really wants to pull up. Oh yeah, that's a nice blue. I like the French Ultramarine deep because it appears more pigmented, and then if you want it to be lighter, you can pull it down with some, that's nice, that's nice. I love to play with paint. Okay, here's Phthalo Blue Red shade. See, that's cooler. And it's staining. It's already staining my brush. Okay. And here is Lunar Blue. Oh, that almost appears to be like a Payne's Gray almost. And here's Moonglow. So that's a darker gray too, but it has some purple undertones to it. So, and that's a good mixing color. And here's Sap Green. Yeah, I always like a good sap green. And here's Cascade Green, which I really, really like. I believe that Cascade Green will have some turquoise undertones to it once it dries. And this next one, Green Apatite Genuine. Oh, and it's a darker forestry green. That will be perfect for my landscapes. I'm gonna do a series of landscapes. And this one is Undersea Green. Oh yeah, that's like a mossy green. Love that, love that. Okay, so next is Transparent Brown Oxide, which I chose this instead of a burnt umber or a raw sienna or burnt sienna because I watched that video of Dr. Otto Kane, and she did some beautiful mixes with those that made some gorgeous jewel tones. And then our AZTEC Gold. Okay, so that's our swatch card. Now I'm gonna let these dry down. I'm gonna put my swatch card in the, let me just do a dark mix, and I'll do that dark mix right up here. I'm gonna test my palette. Let me bring my palette back over here. That is, I believe that's Quin Magenta. It's a new palette, so it's going to stain, it's going to bead up. So I'm going to do that Quin Magenta and some Nickel Azo Yellow. That makes a really pretty orange, a peachy orange. Okay, let's do some Opera Rose. And Nickel Azo Yellow, just a touch. That makes a nice orange too. That might make a nice, the Quin Magenta and the Nickel Azo Yellow might make a nice skin tone. We'll do some testing of that. Mixes of these palettes next time. And let's just do what I thought. Let's just do this French Ultramarine. I want a rich dark French Ultramarine. And Transparent Brown Oxide. A little bit more blue. That made a dark, nice dark brown. Let's put a little bit more blue into it. And I think we can make it a nice chromatic black. Yeah, oh, nice inky black. Yeah. See, I had more blue on my brush. So now it's leaning more towards a gray. Had just a teeny tiny touch more brown. And there it goes more towards black. So yeah, I think I'm gonna really enjoy this palette, and we'll do some swatches on the mixes next time. In the meantime, I'm gonna let these dry down, and you know, here's my swatch card we did today. And I'll leave this, and this is the palette that I'll leave down here in Tennessee to paint outside. I'm hoping that I will get to take it outside and set up my easel outdoors before I leave this time. So we'll see. If you like these kind of videos, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.